Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to... That's a live ball. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about the special teams coming up with a huge play? Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. A little screen to the running back. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Running back searching for a hole. And the Trojans are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The sure hands, it's Marks. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that that want to be involved in the passing game.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to go up top. And it's caught! Touchdown, Trojans!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. caught in the backfield. It's Judkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He fires to the left side. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
He's looking to throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Is attempting to reach you on your...
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight incompletions and undaunted. They'll go for it on 4th and 10. They're trying to get to it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Going up top on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Fires into traffic, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense frothing to keep them bottled up. They're going to throw it again from their own end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Judkins. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback. This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. They'll immediately call timeout. All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on fourth down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit. When you got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Fires into the end zone. And that one's going to be batted away, incomplete, and we have played one.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 9, USC 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They turn to the passing game on third and short.
The fuck, bro? Come on, man. Hit the button.
And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got a man, it's Marks.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They keep attacking through the air. He makes a grab. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Looking to move it through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, USC. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down 1 possession. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're looking for an advantage to the right. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the offense. They'll try to get the edge on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So they take over with great starting field position, moving 36 yards. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Marks. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw, getting some heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
That's so frustrating for a quarterback. He sees an open guy, he's ready to rip the football, and then all of a sudden, one of those defensive ends gets their big mitt in the air and knocks it down.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show.
14.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
See, they need more runs like that. It's so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these
going for it all. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
And the Trojans will hustle to the line. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Branch. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. They're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about, quarterback.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Unleashes one deep. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Gonna run it. It's Judkins. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires to the tight end. At the 45, on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Henderson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly, get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays, easy decision.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And it's no good. He missed it. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9.
USC 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Southern Cal. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And the returner is stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Wants to throw. It's Howard. Unloads it downfield.
Don't call me a pussy.
25 in stride. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside the 15, here's the return. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's got it inside the 10. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive. QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
They want to just keep throwing it. They've got the screen set up. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
It is perfect.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute that.
And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're on the field, but not that far. I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field.
Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's caught inside the 15. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Setting up the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On second down, looking again to throw. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up with it.
Never a doubt. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, running back gets the give. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Now they'll run it to the right here. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Shakes off the tackle. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henderson. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it will be a 58-yarder. Got it behind the line. It's Judkins. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The offense uses the timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. On the run, it's Judkins. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Howard. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation. But we've got overtime coming. So here comes our first play of overtime. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. If he houses this, it's ball game. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks
The losing streak is over.
Makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the double.
Hello.
Hey, Jeff, Uncle Dave here.
Hi.
How about I come pick you up in about 5 to 10 minutes?
Sounds good.
I'll pick you up out back, okay?
Yeah.
See you then.
See ya. Bye. What the fuck are you talking about? Who fucking won, dumb fuck?
Wants to throw. It's Howard.
Don't call me a pussy.
It's Howard.
Don't call me a pussy.
It's Howard.
Don't call me a pussy.
Die.
you wait till you blew a big ass lead, bro. Shut the fuck up.
A smartass would know what playbook I was fucking running. Think about it. I was.
Tower. Got away from trouble. Tower.